Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Jones. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Packers.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 15.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Now Rodgers. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
Go, boy.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you. The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Austin. So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Now James returning. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yes. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
What can Rodgers do now with his drive? And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's second down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down, eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And that is incomplete here. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This is Mostert, and he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Coleman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 25-yard attempt.
And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance out field goals from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.